Hello for our next video, which will be about next fiery sign.
Yes, the next fiery zodiac sign or the next Agni Rashi that we say, that is Dhanu or Sagittarius. You see, Dhanu means the bow.
The
Dhanu means the
bow.
bow. Yes,
Okay.
it's the bow. Okay. Now, when you look at the picture according to Greek picturization and according to Vedic picturization, it is slightly different. That is why we say the Vedic astrology did not come from Greek. There are some differences. So, anyways, in Greek, the picture is you will see it's like half horse and half man.
Yes.
Okay, the half archer and the half horse. But in Vedic, it's an archer sitting on the back of a horse.
Okay.
So it's a man and a horse.
Okay.
So it's a dual zodiac sign. It's a fiery sign, of course, but it has a duality. Now the duality means some moving energy and some fixed energy. So you can say it is energy or movement with caution or with occasional stops and looking around you and then again moving. So the horse indicates the moving energy and the archer pointing towards something carefully. That indicates the fixed energy or the stillness. So this is the explanation of Dhanu or Sagittarius. Very importantly, it's the ninth zodiac sign counting from Aries. So you can understand ninth is no joke. It's later you will know about the ninth house, but now you should know that it is ruled by Jupiter. It is ruled by Jupiter or Guru. So, because of the dual energy and because of Guru or Jupiter, which is a very knowledgeable and balanced and relatively, let's say, calmer planet, that is why we must understand that out of all the three fiery signs or Agni Rashis, this is the most balanced, and you may say it is the least hot. It's not so hot. It can be handled. It can be handled. Okay. So, what happens here is Jupiter is doing a calming act. Jupiter is playing a calming act. And Jupiter is also a planet of knowledge, of teaching, of knowledge. So, some positive qualities of the Sagittarius zodiac sign will always be there because I like the Sagittarius zodiac sign because it gives energy, it gives leadership, it gives, but it makes you a reasonable leader, a generous leader. So you know about what your subordinates need, you are careful about that. So you are not a tyrant or a dogmatic leader. But still, about Sagittarius, there is a description by the modern great Professor Krishnamurti from South India, from Tamil Nadu. Describes Sagittarius as these people have the tendency to say everything very openly, and sometimes it may be a little bit shocking for people, but they can say a lot of things very openly. By openly means direct,
The
directly.
Western astrology also
This is there.
very
Also, this is commonly
characteristic.
a characteristic, yes. So, Sagittarius, mostly I would say there are good qualities. They mostly look for knowledge. They like to know things. In countries like India, there has been many people who could have been very good students, who could have been very good professionals, but maybe they never got the opportunity to study. They have been born in very difficult families, in difficult financial condition, and maybe there were no educated people in the family also. And like I have seen, like I like very much to have conversation with the common people, especially the people who are working with, the human pulled rickshaws. I like to talk with them. I like to talk with the poorest of people. I feel good when I talk with them. Maybe because my Saturn is very important, and Saturn is the hard working class.
Yes.
Saturn is the hard working and humble class. So I actually enjoy talking with them more than with very high profile people. So
Very
because
true.
yes,
What you get as
yes, and I see sometimes like the man who is pulling the rickshaw doesn't even know how to read, but he's listening to news in the radio.
Okay.
He wants to be aware. He's enjoying different kind of information, and he is thinking maybe still at the age of 50, maybe I can read a little bit, learn to read so that I can at least read the newspaper. So this is Sagittarius kind of mentality.
Mm-hmm.
So this is very nice kind of mentality, and because they are looking for information, they are looking for useful knowledge, and not only that, because information is Mercury, but going deeper to the root is Jupiter.
To the root,
Yes.
the idea
Yes.
behind the information.
That is why I'm mentioning a little bit the Mula Nakshatra, which means the root, is a part of Sagittarius. So
Okay.
we will do these things later.
Yeah, a little bit. This is to take our attention again.
Okay. So I like Sagittarius people mostly. I like them because I can trust them. They are normally like trustworthy human beings and
Sincere, as
and you can
fire.
give them some responsibility, and you can be you can be cool, calm, that they will do it. They at least they will give their best. They will try their best. So I have one of my friends who is a wonderful astrologer. He's Sagittarius ascendant and Sagittarius moon sign, and he has wonderful knowledge. He has wonderful knowledge in astrology. So I will name him. His name is Professor Arijit Roy. So once, if possible, we may introduce him to you. So he's a wonderful person. But the only problem is sometimes the Sagittarius people are too theoretic.
Okay.
They are too theoretic because of Jupiter.
The world of ideas.
Yes, they are too theoretic, and they a little bit need the help of Mercury or Venus to come down to the level of common people or the
An
students.
application.
Yes, or the students. Like, see, Jupiter is supposed to be a teacher.
Yeah.
There was a great scientist who worked with even Einstein in Bengal, in Calcutta, in Bangladesh actually at that time. They were great scientists and wonderful scientists who didn't get Nobel Prize only because it was British age. They were suppressed. So they even worked with Einstein, such great scientists. So one of such scientists was teaching in the Dhaka University in Bangladesh, but he was too much into deep knowledge because his level was completely different. Working with Einstein, imagine. His level was very different. So for 2-3 months, he's only teaching every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So the students are worried, oh my God, our exams are coming, there are other lessons are left, what to do. So they told their parents, and they were also afraid how to tell this professor, like he's like God of science. So they told to the university principal, he was also afraid how to tell him. So they said, can you please speed it up, please don't mind. I think they have already understood this. Really? They have understood? Okay, now I will ask some questions. And nobody could answer a single question. So he is going to that kind of a level. So
Okay, which doesn't connect and relate to people.
yes,
actually.
yes, because you cannot expect everybody to be of your level. So you have to come down, which is always what sometimes I'm doing. My first public lecture was in the year 2000. I was just 23 and a half at that time. 24, I was 24, and I went to lecture in a place called Raipur in the central part of India, and I prepared a very deep subject with the divisional charts, with moon, some deep subject, and how it can give psychological problems. So I prepared a lot of things. So I will lecture for 20 minutes, and when I got up, they said, from now, time is short, 10 minutes. Huh? What happened? What to do, what to say and what not to say. And when I started talking about very deep things, I saw people talking among themselves, people going out, let's have some tea, because they couldn't understand what I am saying. From then I took this lesson, and there is the time on that stage I met my professor Ashok Bhattacharya. But he could understand what I was trying to say because he belonged to another level. So then when we all came back to Calcutta, he asked me, come, I want to sit with you.
That was
You join me.
The reason.
Yes. So then he told me, you have to come down to the level of common people. And when you lecture, for anyone who lectures, I will tell, have a paper, have different sheets. 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
For this level, for that level.
Not only level, for timings also. Sometimes in
Also,
conferences you run out of time.
Absolutely.
And the level in any case has to be simple. In any case have to be simple. Only if you are told that you have to today teach something this and this is a workshop, that is a different thing. That's a different thing. So Sagittarius people sometimes can have this problem. The other problem I will say it is pride of knowledge, ego of knowledge.
Oh,
Ah,
yes,
what does
yes.
he know? You come to me,
Okay.
I will tell you more. You know, there was another great scientist. He was a friend of this scientist. He also worked with Einstein.
Okay.
So they two were in the class in the college or in the university. They were students at that time. So they were sitting at the back bench. The professor is teaching mathematics and they are talking among themselves, no care to the board. So then the professor asked them, can you do this calculation? And their names were Satyan Bose and Meghnad Saha. They were Greeks. So can you do the calculation? So Satyan Bose, he said, yeah, we can do them in 3 ways. What ways? One way, everybody will understand. The second way, me, Meghnad, and you will understand. And the third way, only me and Meghnad will understand. You will not understand.
Oh.
So this is the pride of Sagittarius.
But it is valid.
It is valid, it was true. It was true. But even then, you shouldn't be proud. You shouldn't express it like that.
It was a little too open.
Yes,
say.
yes. But the other only bad thing is they like to eat. And sometimes they get too fat. They like to eat Jupiter. They like to eat sweets.
But
They like
only
to
when the ascendant is there.
Yes, only when there's
When
some other things.
my son is over there, it's not like that.
It's not like that. Yes, it's not like that. But it depends on Jupiter, especially if Rahu is there, then he will eat more, and some other things are there. But Jupiter is a planet which may be connected to eating, but eating sattvic food.
Yeah.
Yes.
At least.
Okay. So, if you enjoy our discussions and if you feel you are learning something slightly useful, something new, but I will tell something here about my teacher. If you hear me telling something very good or say very bad, if you think I am telling something wrong, then they are my words. And if you say I am telling something good, they are my teacher's words. Okay? Thank you so much.